Hi, my name is Brooke Lipman,
And I'm Dr. Deb Lippin,
and this is Wine Together.
a podcast where we drink wine and have a chat.
So sit back, relax, and get that corkscrew ready. Last week, we had a chat about hiking. This week, we'll be chatting about learning German. Okay.
Okay, so we're not drinking wine today, beer. Brooke, we're drinking beer, Prost. I'll let you see my beer first.
Mine,
Um,
so.
yeah, I love the glass, by the way.
Yeah.
So what beer do you have, Brooke?
It's a Fab. It's
Oh, okay.
is that the brand? That's the brand,
Cup
right?
Fab, Cup
So
Fab, I
probably
think.
sugar.
Yeah, yeah. So it's a lager. Okay. I have a craft beer, Elysian. I have a coffee pumpkin ale.
Sounds really good.
Haven't tried it yet. I'm about to try it and let you know how it goes. But I thought this is quite fitting. September, Oktoberfest in Germany.
I mean,
I don't know if I don't know if this will post in September, if
I
it'll
think
be in October.
this episode probably comes out because we're a couple weeks ahead. So
Yeah.
this one probably comes out like mid-October. I don't know. Maybe
Okay. But
October.
still, I mean, Oktoberfest is around that time in Solothurn.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, I love the feeling in that area during this time because you have Heso and um, lots of good beer drinking, lots
Yeah.
of good beer drinking, um, good pretzel eating when you're drinking the beer. So let me try this beer.
So opens next
Smells
weekend.
like coffee.
Ooh. Yeah, sorry, I'm cold. Is it good?
That is good.
Oh, yay.
It's
Is
pumpkin
it like
and
that?
coffee.
Is it like the pumpkin head like that?
Well, I don't know. Um, this one is Elysian Pumpkino. It's a coffee pumpkin ale, but I don't know if Pumpkinhead is Elysian. But
I
this
don't
brewery
think it's
is
tracking down thing.
sorry, brewed and bottled in Seattle, Washington. That's why I'd heard of it. Seattle.
Oh my
So
God.
yeah, I've got my blanket on too.
I know.
You know, yeah. But actually, you're cuddled up in my blanket. I'm cuddled up in your blanket.
I know. That's funny.
That's so funny. But I'm in the U.S. where you were at last year at this time, and you're where I was at last year at this time. So that's kind of funny. We just kind of switch places. I'm really hoping that soon I'll be there and be there permanently. But it's just kind of I
Yeah.
really got to try to find a job there.
Yeah.
Um,
Well,
and unfortunately, I work so hard here that I don't really have a lot of time to look for a job there. So,
yeah.
but I'm just I need to kind of start talking to people and say, I really need this, and see if they'll just kind of work with me.
Mhm.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what else to do.
Ooh. Yeah.
But I do know I don't want to, as much as I don't want to leave the kids here.
Yeah.
I, 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 I think my relationship with your dad is, and it's not more important than my relationship with you. I don't want to kind of say that, but it is very important to me.
Mhm.
And so
Yeah.
I don't, I don't want to kind of mess that up.
Mhm.
And and I am feeling like the world is against me here. So I don't feel like I don't have a lot of positive feelings about being here. So we need to brush up on our German. How is your German going?
I think it's been pretty good. I can like I I've been able to hear more words in German, if that makes sense.
That
So
does make a lot of sense.
what I need to do is start watching football in German, but I don't
Okay.
know. I like listening to the English announcers.
Yep.
But when I watch the Premier League games, I have to listen to it in French because they only have it in French.
Okay.
So I understood a few words like when we were watching.
That's pretty awesome. That's good. So yeah, ich denke, für Deutsch sprechen, gehören ist wichtig.
Yeah.
Vielleicht gehören ist erste
Mm,
für meistens. Um,
I think
Aber was ist wichtig für mich ist lesen.
yeah, reading is easiest for me. Because
Yeah.
all the reading and stuff, like everything we do with like reading and all that and writing, it's so easy for me. But like when we're doing the speaking and like listening, it's a
Mhm.
little,
I always panicked. I would get so nervous and I would panic when it was time for me to speak. And also, I wasn't hearing well, but I think as time went on, yeah, the hearing did
yeah,
kind of come into play and I could hear it. And yeah, I think listening to stuff
yeah.
is so important because you do pick up on, different
Well,
intonations and stuff for people.
know
I
what
would, I'm sorry.
you want to know what's so funny? Is that like every time I've been in any kind of class, I've always just somehow like gravitated to be like this at least seen as the smartest person in the class, and it's happening again in this class. 'Cause like even if
Yeah.
I'm not like if I'm pretty quiet, like it's pretty obvious like I know what's happening, like what's
Mhm.
I understand mostly everything. And so I don't
Yeah.
know if that's just like
Well, I'll tell you what Catherine told me, and
uh,
I had her for many, many, many classes over 2.5 years.
yeah.
She was my only German teacher.
Uh-huh.
She she said others speak it. Maybe they speak more words than you. She said, but they don't speak it correctly. She
Uh-huh.
said, but you speak it correctly. She said, and that's probably, she says, sometimes I want you to just speak and not think.
Uh-huh.
She said, because you do understand the importance of grammar.
Uh-huh.
She said, and others just, say stuff. They don't use the right words. They don't use the right grammar. And it is hard for a native German speaker to understand them and the point they're trying to get across. Whereas opposed to you, when you say it, once you know it and you say it correctly and everybody knows the point you're trying to get across.
Yeah.
She said, and so, but she wanted me to learn more words. And so now that I'm teaching a little German,
Yeah.
I'm realizing, wow, I do know. I can speak German
Yeah.
because I will find myself just switching to German.
Mm-hmm.
And one day, my phone kept ringing, and I usually don't take my phones over to class. But for some reason, it was a Friday, and I had my phone over there, and it kept ringing, kept ringing, kept ringing. And so finally, about the fourth time it rang, I answered it, and I immediately went to German speaking to this
Yeah.
person on the phone. And I didn't realize I was doing it. And everybody, once I hung up the phone, everybody was looking at me. And I said, what? And they said, what did you say? I said, to who? I mean, I didn't even know I was doing it. But
Yeah.
as soon as they started speaking to me in German, I immediately went to German
Yeah.
and told them that, I'm now working in the US and I don't have time right now. Is this very important? Can you talk to Mr. Lippman?
Uh-huh.
And I said all of that in
Yeah.
German and I'm shocked. I
Yeah.
mean, I still cannot speak beyond like maybe a third or fourth grade level.
That's okay. I
Um,
mean,
but I,
it's
s-
a
but
compliment.
I'm trying to learn more, and I feel like I would. Of course, I feel like I'd learn more if I were there. But even when I'm there, I don't go out to intentionally try to talk to people, which is what I was wanting you and me to do.
Well, what you
Was
need
to
to
do
do,
that.
and I've discovered this, if you get on the bus, if and
Yep.
there's an old person on the bus, just sit next to them because they will want to talk to you. Like this happened to me a couple weeks ago where I was on the bus, I was listening to music, and this old man sat next to me, and he was trying to say like, "Es ist zu heiße," and I was like, I was not
Es ist.
I was not
Aber
prepared for someone to talk to me. And like
yep,
because old people, they just want to talk to you on the bus.
they
I'm pretty
do.
sure that's the only reason they take the bus is to
They
talk to
do.
people. And so
But they're so nice. But das ist lustig. Das ist sehr lustig.
it was
um,
really funny. Because I was getting
it
off the
is.
bus too, like when he said that, and I was like, yeah, sehr heiße.
Ja, sehr heiß heute, aber vielleicht morgen nicht so heiß.
I don't know, this was a couple weeks
Es
ago.
ist September.
Well, no, it was a couple weeks
Okay.
ago. It was
Yeah,
August.
that's funny.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. I mean, there you go. Okay, I need to not be afraid to sit with somebody. Because
Yeah.
I know on the train when I have to sit with somebody, I tend to not speak to them, but they don't speak to me either.
Well, most people
But
don't want to talk on the train. It's only the old people that do.
yeah, so
Mhm.
oh gosh, it's so funny. But yeah, I mean, I I'm happy that I'm learning.
Mhm.
another language. I'm happy that I'm learning German. I
Yeah.
think I feel comfortable enough if somebody would understand that, I'm still learning, then would speak with me in a manner, you
So,
know, like that.
oh,
I think like right now, I would like to be there and Susan and Dominic come over and Susan speak with me.
so when we went to the Road Stop Cafe, the waitress, Dad was said, kannst du bitte langsam sprechen or something like that. And she did. She spoke German and she like occasionally would give the English translation for something, but she spoke slowly. She didn't resort to English.
Wow, that's impressive. How
Yeah,
young was she? Was she young or old?
she was probably a little bit older than me, but she was so nice. Oh my gosh.
Hmm.
And she was like very like concerned with us like understanding the language. And I thought
Yeah,
that was really great. Like I think more people need to do that because usually
yeah,
here you'll be like, oh, tut mir leid,
yeah.
mein Deutsch is nicht good, and they immediately start speaking English. And
Immediately.
it's like, can
Yeah,
you just let us like just speak
yeah.
slowly? It's okay.
Helfen bitte,
We
helfen mit
don't feel
unser
stupid.
Deutsch, bitte.
Yeah, we don't feel stupid if you speak slowly, I
Ja,
promise.
ja, ja. Ich denke, das ist sehr wichtig, because wir müssen lernen. I mean,
Mhm.
es ist,
Mhm.
was ist das Wort? Obligator. Es ist obligator für uns Deutsch sprechen.
Mhm.
So, wir müssen lernen. So, wir brauchen helfen. Immer.
Mhm.
So, I, I think at first I did appreciate them immediately resorting to English,
Mhm.
but then when it became my handicap,
Yeah, it's so hard to like actually try and speak German because then it's like, well, now I can just speak English because they
yes,
speak English.
right, and it's so funny because, you know,
It's kind of nice in German class because like my friend she doesn't speak any English at all.
she's back.
Yeah, she got married. That's why she was gone.
Ah, congratulations, Glückwunsch. Oh yeah, wow. Okay,
I couldn't figure I didn't know the word for congratulations, so I was like,
Glückwunsch.
oh, and she showed me some pictures. I was like, oh, sehr schöne.
Das ist sehr süß, sehr süß. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay, super. Oh, that's so good. I'm so glad she's back. Okay, so anyway, y'all talking.
Yeah, like so we have to like kind of think of how to like speak only in German. Um
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
so yeah, it's really fun.
Ja,
So
genau. Du musst.
and I'm not sure I'm like ready to hang out with people outside of class just because I'm like, oh, that's gonna be tough without because when the teacher is there, it's like, oh well, like if I don't know how to say it, like he'll help me with like the German
Right.
and
Catherine was
yeah.
sehr good for das. Yeah. She was super,
Yeah.
super.
Mhm.
So, but yeah, I'm still happy that it's going well and that hoffentlich einmal or ein Tag wir können Deutsch sprechen zusammen. Wir können zusammen Deutsch sprechen.
Yeah. I still get really nervous when I speak German.
Ich auch. Aber ich weiß jetzt, mein Studenten, ähm, sie, sie weißen kein Deutsch. So,
Mhm. Well, I did
das
tell,
ist
or Jackie and I were talking about when she comes to visit how I'll just have to do all the talking. Because
genau, genau. Ja,
we're,
richtig. Das ist richtig. Aber das ist okay. Das ist super.
yeah.
Für du. Mm, ja, das ist
Well,
gut.
when I get Tony Kroos on the podcast or on the Football Friday segment, I'll be like, we're only gonna speak German. Which my thought was, this is what I said to Jackie, was that if I like do start messaging people, I'll probably do it from the uh podcast Instagram and be like, hey, like, do you want to be on the podcast? I'll probably message him in German.
Good, 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 good. Yeah, because it's at least through that you can look up the translation if you're
Exactly.
not 100% sure, which is what I do. Absolutely. I mean,
But
I
that's
try
also
to.
like when you using Google Translate, like our teacher encourages us to use Google Translate.
Yeah.
Because you're still
Katrine did.
learning.
Katrine said, use any resource you have.
Exactly, you're
Use
still
any
learning.
resource you
It
have.
knows what
That's
it's
what she said. All this,
yeah.
all this is in learning.
So, because we do weekend journals and I always have to put it in past tense and I don't know how
Mhm.
to phrase the sentence around the past tense. Like I know the past tense, I know how to do it. I just don't know how to phrase the sentence around
Yeah.
the
It's okay. So you know if you're moving from one place to the next, you use the sind.
yeah.
And if you're not moving, it's haben. Ich
Yeah.
habe, ich
Yeah.
habe Gespräch mit meiner Mutter. Ich
Yeah.
habe mit meiner Mutter Gespräch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, good, good, good. This is good because I didn't learn that till like B something. So what level are they considering you?
This is A1.
It's an A1 class and you're already learning past tense?
Well, yeah, because we're doing weekend journals for the thing, which Dad thinks I should be able to take the A2 test after this class.
I think so too. If you're already doing past tense,
Do I
yeah.
have
I
to
didn't
take,
learn that till B level.
yeah, we're learning so much. Do I have to take the A1 first? Like the test
No,
first?
here's what you do. When you go to take it, you'll tell them you're taking A1, but if you do well enough, they'll give you A2. I went to take the A1 and they gave me A2 because I did that well.
Okay.
So
It's
they
all
will
the
now
same.
it's just when you go to do B level.
Well, I don't have to. I just need to do
Right. I
A2.
know. That's what I'm saying. If you were to go
I'm,
test for B
this
level,
sounds bad, like I'm gonna keep learning German, but I'm only doing it
genau, genau,
to get my C permit, so I'm not gonna take
genau.
it past the A2.
I know that makes sense. That makes sense.
It's
But
just I only need 3 more years until I can get, but I have to have the C permit before I can get my citizenship. But I think as soon as I have it in 3 years from October, I can get my citizenship.
okay. So
So
you'll take the test when? And you need to start looking it up because you need to
probably
plan
December,
it
January.
months ahead of time because they book up. They fill up.
Oh, okay. So I have to do it December, January. So it
Yeah,
happens
likely.
now.
Likely. Yeah.
Okay.
So I would start looking to see when it's the next scheduled one is because they don't, I mean, they
Yeah.
only schedule so many and then they fill up.
As long as I do it before October, I think I'll be
Of
okay.
next year,
Yeah.
of 2025. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
Then I would still start looking because if you want to do it in January, I
I do
would,
because I want to get it over so I can apply for the C permit
I
then.
agree. I agree. I agree. I agree. 100% I agree.
Yeah. So,
Hmm. Yeah. And I forget the word for agree. So I'd have to
genau.
look that one up.
You could say just
And
now. It's the same thing exactly.
genau, genau, es ist.
You don't need to have like the exact same word. Like in English, there's synonyms.
True. Auch in Deutsch.
Mhm.
So Stimme, Stimme, stimmt.
Yeah, stimmt.
And I forget stimmt every single
It's
time.
okay. It's okay because you know genau. So
Yep.
yeah.
Richtig. Stimmt. It's a tough it's tough for
Exchange.
me to get,
You
to
would
get
say
away from the English.
because Stimme, you'd say ich stimme, right? Because it's a
Yeah,
verb.
ich stimme. Ich stimme is but if you're just saying right or something like that, like I agree, yeah, correct, you just say stimmt
Mhm.
when I'm agreeing with you. But you could say ich stimme, you
Mhm.
know. But if it's just a strong agreement and you've said it already, you can just say stimmt.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm. When you get back
Which
here,
I always
when you
forget
get
to
back
do.
here, we'll watch football in German together.
Okay. Okay. Good. Good, good, good. I, watched American football in German for 4 years. And then last year we didn't watch any
Oh,
American football. So, you know,
I'm not a American football
I
fan.
mean a little bit, but not much. We just, I don't know what we were doing on Sunday evenings that we didn't watch football, but
You were
not
tired.
that. Yeah. I think I think my depression was at a level that was not fixable at the
Mhm.
time, you know. And so I don't know what to do like right now, but yeah. So yeah, plan on taking that test
Yeah.
soon. I mean,
The
at
podcast
least
will,
be looking it up and
yeah,
looking up all the other things that, sit, so, um, do you think you could, speak with some of the kids, the neighbor kids?
probably.
I got a little flying around. Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, probably. I think who const.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, yeah.
Mhm.
I forget, between Kennen and Weissen.
Really?
Kennen, I think, is nouns, right? If you know a noun, it kind of,
Probably. Yeah, I think
and
so.
Weissen is like a fact.
Yeah.
So, well, except unless, somebody's talking about a fact and you know what you say, ich weiß das, ich weiß das, ich weiß das. So, but, or weißt du, whatever. I think that's a tough one for me.
Hmm.
Kennen and Weissen.
We haven't really talked about that yet.
Oh, okay. Well, you'll probably get there.
I think I've
You know,
talked about it before. I can't remember though. Like I know I've talked about it before. I can't remember which one is which.
like kennen to learning is to get to know a person. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, but I don't remember how to, split all that up. you know, I know there's a way to split it up in between the words in the sentence. And I don't remember all that. I didn't really work with it too much.
Mhm.
But yeah, I need to be practicing more on my own, other than just to do it. I like Duolingo. It's
Okay.
kind of helped me once I've got my confidence up. It kind of is helping. But when I wasn't confident in learning, it wasn't sticking with me a lot. It's
Mhm.
still not sticking with me a lot, but
Yeah.
um, I can at least read it and know most of what they're saying, and I can kind of figure out, the English translation when they give me a sentence.
Yeah.
But
Do
I
you
think
know?
that if I keep working, I'll just keep learning. I really do believe that. If I just keep working, I'll just keep learning.
Yeah.
Um, You know, I need to.
Yeah. I gotta work on my French and my Spanish.
Wow. Okay. This, wow. I
I
I can't do more than one at a time, and I don't know if it's my age.
huh?
I don't know if it's my age or what, but I can only do one language at a time. Because I
I
want to learn Italian, because I want to spend more time in Italy.
yeah, I don't know. I find it kind of easier to learn multiple languages at a time.
Oh,
I
really?
learned a little bit of Spanish and French around the same time.
Okay.
So, but
Okay. But
I
you're so smart.
we have a student from the Dominican Republic, and I promised him I was going to learn Spanish.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, you tell them you know how to tell them that you don't know how to speak Spanish, that you only speak Spanish.
Yeah. What did I say? No, I said I don't speak English in Spanish. Hold on.
Okay.
It'll come. It'll come back, and I know how to say I don't speak English in like a couple different languages.
A bunya,
Oh,
a
no, but hold on. I'm thinking of the French one right now, which is je ne parle pas anglais, or l'anglais, because you have to add the particle.
article.
The particle. It is a particle because it's just the L apostrophe for English.
Okay.
So it's a
Okay.
particle. It's a part of an article. Particle.
Okay. Mm, that's funny.
Um. Oh. Um. No habla inglés. No habla anglais. No habla.
hable. Okay.
Habla because we're female.
Hable.
Habla.
Okay.
No
That's
habla.
funny.
Yeah.
That was so funny. That was so funny. That probably was the best beer
Oh
after
no, I
that.
said no habla
That beer
alemán.
tasted really good
It was
after that.
it was no habla alemán, right? Because I don't speak German, and it's
Yeah,
alemán
yeah, yeah,
in
yeah. Yeah,
alemán in French. I think it's also Alemania in Spanish. So no habla Alemania. Yeah.
yeah. He didn't know what to say because he did not speak Spanish. And it was just like, uh,
Well, if
okay.
he did start speaking Spanish, I would have said, "Je ne parle pas español."
That's funny. That
Switch
was, oh, God, what a
languages.
creep. What a creep. Yeah.
But yeah, no,
I
I'm
still
getting
feel his hands on me. I can close my eyes and still feel that. It just was horrible. But anyway.
I know. I feel like
Well,
I
how's Dad's German? How are you? I know you're texting German sometimes.
yeah.
Yeah, he'll text. We text in German,
Yeah.
more often than we used to.
Huh.
It's so funny. Once you texted him in German and he understood what was going on, he started texting me in German. I was like, okay, here we go.
It was something about because I wear my rain jacket and I asked him if he wore his matching rain jacket.
Ja,
So,
regenjacke.
yeah,
Ik heb gestern mijn regenjacke getrekt.
I don't have a
Ja,
matching.
ja, ja. Aber meine ist lila.
Yeah.
Aber ich liebe die gelb.
I
Ich
know
liebe die
I
gelbe
love
Regenjacke.
ours
Das
because
ist
it,
so, so schön.
yeah,
So cool.
I know.
Ugh,
It feels
very
nice.
cool.
I really like it, but we haven't worn it at the same time yet, so
Don't worry, that day is coming. Dieses Tag kommt.
it'd just be diese because
Diese, oh, vielleicht dieser Tag kommt. Ja, genau, genau. Danke.
that would be this though, right? This day comes.
Well, this day is coming.
Yeah.
You can say is coming. Yeah, kommt is still comes or is coming.
Es ist cold.
Okay, aber hey so. Das ist bald, genau.
Yeah,
Hiso.
but
Hiso
not
ist
next
bald.
week.
Nächste Woche?
Nein, zweite Woche.
Zweite Wochen.
So end of
Zweite Wochen. Oh ja.
yeah, last week of September. That is just das. So das Tag kommt.
Das Tag kommt.
Yeah.
Okay,
So for the
good.
sorry.
Danke. Okay. Wow. Okay. Hiso's coming. Hey, so. I'm sorry. Hey. I, I always forget. Hey, so.
So
Entschuldigung.
Dad always pronounces everything wrong.
I know he does. He does. And I was trying to get to where I wasn't correcting because I was starting to feel guilty
Hmm.
because I was starting to feel like because but that was what Catherine was saying. They pronounce things wrong, and so
Yeah.
what she was always trying to encourage me was that at least I pronounce everything correct. And so I was saying I feel guilty. I felt guilty correcting your dad. So I got to where I was
Yeah.
trying not to do it every single time.
Yeah.
I mean, there were times that I couldn't, it got to where I couldn't.
Yeah. Well,
But like,
huh.
especially early on, he was constantly never, ever, ever doing the V with the F sound.
Yeah.
He would say the V sound like we say in English. And I was like,
Mm, yeah. Oh my gosh. Well, I learned the days of the week in Swiss German.
stop it.
Yeah.
Tell me.
Okay, so we had like in our textbook there was a table of the days of the week in different languages. So obviously it had German and then it had French, Spanish, and English. And so we were supposed to, and then it had a column for your mother tongue. And I was like, what am I supposed to do? I'm not gonna
Yeah.
read it down. And
Yeah.
so the teacher was like, just look up the ones for Swiss German. So it was, oh, Tuesday is so weird. So Monday is Montag.
Moonteague.
Montag.
Moonteague.
Tuesday is Sichtig, which is because it's TS or the Z. So Sichtig.
What day is that?
Tuesday.
How do you
Sichtig.
say it again?
Sichtig. So think of the German Z.
Yeah.
E ch tig. Sichtig.
Sichtig.
Uh-huh.
Sichtig.
Sich
Okay. Sichtig.
mit
Okay.
mit
Mit
Wug.
Vuk, not Vok. Mit
No,
Vuk.
Wug.
Mit
Uh,
Vuk.
hold on, I already forgot Thursday. Hang on. Let me
So
pull it up.
where'd you find Swiss German to be able to translate?
The internet.
Oh, okay.
I was like the website I used was correct. Donstieg is Thursday.
Onstig.
Donstieg.
So
Free
no tag, it's all tig. Tig.
Tea.
Tig.
Free
Onstig.
Yeah, Donstieg is Thursday. Freitag is Friday.
Richtig. Richtig.
Samstag is Saturday.
Som, like
Samstag, like Samstag, but
Samstig.
and
Samstig.
Sonntag is Sunday.
Montig.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, tig. Tig. That's Montig.
Montag.
Morgen is Montig.
Mm-hmm. Moontig, because it's you.
Min. De umlaut.
Yeah. Moon.
Myndig. Myndig.
Yeah, Tich.
Teeth. Okay.
The G kind of has a sound. Tich.
Okay.
Isn't all the G's have that kind of sound if it's at the end?
Yeah,
Of the
tick. Like a
Tich.
almost like a K.
Yeah,
TK.
Tich.
Yeah, tick,
Mhm.
tick. Yeah,
I'm good at that one. I'm good at the guttural sounds.
I'm not. I feel like I'm about to make liquid come out of my mouth, so I'm afraid to do it in front of people. So no.
I love doing the over exaggerated sounds. They're really fun.
Oh, and Chris Mitten is so good at that. Oh my God.
That's where I learned
Like
it.
he just shows off.
I think I learned that G.
I can't. Okay, you're gonna have to teach me. Okay, when we're together, you're
You know,
gonna have to.
like when your throat gets really itchy and you want to go,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
that's how you
That's
do
yeah.
the.
I remember Miriam saying it's like a cat trying to clear his throat.
Yeah,
I don't know if you remember that. It was
yeah. So it's you gotta get kind of in between your hard palate and your soft palate with your tongue.
I don't know if that's good, but
Okay.
that's funny. That's
Mhm,
so funny. It's such, it's so funny. I remember your
mhm.
French teacher saying to me, "Oh no, 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 no! Don't learn German. Don't learn. Move to a French speaking part." She said, "Because French is such a beautiful language, and German is just."
I think German is really pretty. Like if someone's
I think it's a pretty language, and I think that my confidence of knowing that I can keep learning this, that has made it so much more beautiful to me.
Mhm,
And I just feel I kind of feel at home there now
mhm.
because I can speak it. And I think that that has made I think that that was the biggest difference when I had to come back when I came back here to take this job.
Yep.
I um I I was at a point that I was done trying to be better
Yep.
and trying to figure it out because I felt so defeated. I felt like I just was not learning. But
Mhm.
now that I'm using it every day,
Yeah.
just little bits
Yep.
every day. And then now that you're learning, I think that if we can start speaking together, I will feel so much better and I will want to come back.
Yeah.
But I want us to be able to, I want us, that's what we say. We speak German
Mhm.
zusammen, zu Hause.
Yeah.
Wir müssen Deutsch sprechen. Wir müssen zu Hause Deutsch sprechen.
Yeah.
That's another thing. I always forget to put that second verb at the end, but it's okay.
Really, I
I
forget.
always I try to correct myself. And that's another thing that Catherine likes. She always liked that I tried to correct myself, and I tend to think it, and that after it's already come out of my mouth, and I have to
Yeah.
I have
Well,
to fix it. Yeah, that's okay. I mean, and that's what I tell my students when they correct themselves. I say, "Oh, good job correcting yourself." I mean, it's super important that you know how to correct yourself and not be afraid to correct yourself. Don't be afraid of the mistakes we make.
mhm.
But I really was thinking that this is that I really was thinking that I wanted to work. I don't even want to work now.
Yeah.
I don't. I mean, if Dad can afford for me not to work, then I don't want to.
I'd have to get a job first for that to happen. Which, I mean, it's not like it's easy.
No, it's not easy, but you know what? All those stores there, I think that you could probably work now, and your
Okay,
German would go so fast.
here's the
You're
thing.
learning,
I can't work while I'm in the class because
but
if
that's
I
true.
want to do
That's
the
true.
auditions, like if I want to do auditions next year, I have to keep working out. And if I
Yeah,
have a job in the afternoons, I don't have time to work out because I have to go
trust
to
me. I
clinic.
know.
Get
Trust
them.
me. I know. I'm
There's
not doing.
there's not enough time in the day to get enough sleep and also eat and also because like that's the thing is I also wouldn't have time to eat.
Yeah.
So like, that's the tough thing
But
is
let's see if you can, just see if you can get a couple hours on the weekend somewhere. I don't know.
I mean,
You know what I'm saying?
I wanted to see if I could get a remote job because that
Okay.
I'd be good at, like doing
See
from.
it. Then look for it, I guess. I mean, so now that you know that,
But I also
kind of have that in the back of your head to start looking.
because the one thing, like, I also want to get, a master's, and what I was thinking of was maybe getting a doctorate in sports medicine,
Yeah.
you know.
But then if you're going to do it there,
Mhm.
just keep working on your German
I just
because
don't
at
know if
least for the interview process, you might have to do German, but most of the classes are going to be in
I
English.
want to do it like in Europe. I don't know necessarily
That's
about.
what I'm saying. If you're doing it in Switzerland.
Well, that's what I say. I don't know if I necessarily want to. I wonder if I could do it like asynchronously, like you did yours.
Yep. Well, look around. Look, just start asking. Ask your professor. I mean, ask your teacher, your German teacher. He may know.
Yeah.
Like seriously, just have a conversation with
Well,
him.
that's what I'm saying. There's if I do it asynchronously, I don't have to do it in Switzerland. That was literally what I was just saying, was I don't necessarily want to do it in Switzerland.
Okay.
So like from a school in Switzerland is what I'm trying to say.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's what I'm. Oh, I was thinking you would want to be in Switzerland and do the class,
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
it would be a school somewhere else. Yeah,
Yes, that's what I'm talking
that's
about.
what I'm saying. He might know.
Oh,
You
okay.
never know what he knows until you ask the question,
Yeah, because
right?
I'm really
Because
been interested in because another Real Madrid player got injured yesterday.
yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know, man. I feel like I'm drinking coffee. Das Bier ist wie ein Coffee. I can't say coffee good. Coffee,
Cafe,
coffee, coffee,
cafe,
cafe, cafe.
cafe.
Das Bier ist wie Kaffee. It's like beer. Well, es schmeckt.
Schmeckt.
Das Bier schmeckt wie Kaffee.
Hm.
Schmeckt wie Kaffee. Vielleicht das ist richtig. That's my favorite. My favorite German word is vielleicht. My second favorite is immer.
Okay.
And dann zusammen. I have a lot of favorite German words, but a lot of it because of what they mean. But I learned them early, and I stick with them and say them a lot. So I think
Mhm.
that's why I like them. But yeah, it's kind of funny. Well, what is your favorite German word?
I don't know.
What do you think Dad's favorite German word is?
Well, I know his favorite
Fußball.
German phrase.
What's his favorite German phrase?
Ich weiß nicht.
Weiß nicht, ich weiß es nicht. Ich auch. That's probably my favorite phrase. Ich auch, ich auch. And I say that it's so funny because now all your brothers and sisters know that
Mhm.
because I say it so often to
I
them.
texted Rin on his birthday, Schönes Geburtstag or Geburtstag, and I didn't have to translate. He knew what it meant. So.
He's actually, yeah, been doing good.
Mhm.
Sometimes he will say something to me or text something to me in German. Um,
Mhm.
because sometimes he thinks somebody's reading his messages.
Well,
So, so he will, but he has, yeah, been, kind of, yeah, just a few little things. And then I'll accidentally slip up and be speaking in German and he picks up on it.
yeah.
He knows what I'm saying. So
I mean,
I
it's
think
not.
he's coming to stay at the farm in a couple of weeks.
Yay. It's not too different from English. I think German is like a good, I think, a fairly easy language to learn if you know
Yeah.
English.
And it's so funny because my students I got one that's really, man, he's really picking up on it.
Yeah.
But he's about to graduate in May. So, um, but, yeah, just, he's really picking up on German. So, and, you know, mm,
Mhm.
it's good stuff. It's good. You know, I don't know. I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of you. Proud of Dad. I think that the one thing that was bothering him, we really thought we were going to have to move back to the U.S. His big fight was, I don't want to go because I don't feel like I've put enough effort into learning German.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And I was like, dude, that's on you. But I didn't say it. But I thought it. But I think that he is. I think that it has helped. It's helped so much that you're taking this class, and like I said, that first time you texted him auf Deutsch, uh,
Yeah.
he sends me a text. Brooke texted me in German, and I was like, okay. And then like I said, from then on, he almost every day, at least one or
Yeah.
two of the text messages, he
I'm
sends it
getting
completely in German.
Yeah, I'm trying to at least a little bit, just like he texted because usually I text him first in German and he'll reply in German. The other day on Friday, he texted me first in German because it was Friday the 13th and he was like, "Ich vergesse." Hold on, I didn't read it because it was really funny, so I have to read it. Oh, man, that's the wrong person. Ich habe vergessen, dass heute ist Freitag 13. And now I
Yeah, this is
knew what it meant. I said, yeah, genau.
yeah,
I-
I did a little during language arts, I did a little thing on superstitions
yeah,
and then made them write a few different superstitions because we went over a lot of them, but we also went over the number 13.
yeah,
And but mainly because it was Friday the 13th. And and I was telling him, I said, well, we've already survived one Friday the 13th this year. I'm pretty sure April was Friday the 13th this year, but I don't remember for sure. But we've already survived at least one Friday the 13th this year. I said, so, I think we're going to make it through this one. I said, so, keep in mind that these are usually false beliefs and they come from, some stories being passed down over the years. But where did this one come from? Where did the number 13 being unlucky come from?
mm,
And
exactly.
so,
Because guess what? I watched Emily in Paris on Friday the 13th, and it had a fairly good ending to the season. So,
wow, there you go.
not
There you go.
unlucky at all. They didn't do
It's
what
so funny. But I did tell them the origins of it because it was like, the Vikings. It's a Viking tale as to why 13th is supposed to be unlucky. But then Da Vinci also put Judas in the Last Supper to make it 13
Yeah.
instead of the 12 disciples.
Yeah.
And so we talked about that.
Mhm.
And so then I had them write, the superstitions that they know and why they aren't
Yeah.
true and why they shouldn't worry.
Mhm.
Several of them did step on a crack, break your mama's back kind of thing. And split the pole, which I'd never heard.
A what?
Split the pole.
What is
Don't
that?
split the pole. When you're walking and two people and you come to a dividing like a
Oh,
pole
don't
or
like
something,
walk on either
don't
side.
split the pole. It's supposed to be bad luck. And
What?
I had never heard that.
I've
And so
never
several of them, because I had not heard of several of them chose to write about that one.
heard.
But one of the students wrote four. And after I read all of them, they were also good. And they were all in the poem of a poem form.
Nice.
And so I was like, I'm giving him 4 100s for this
Yeah.
work.
What kind of poem?
Like one of them, the first one was he wrote about the earth is flat.
Yeah, but what kind of poem?
Oh, well, he did rhyming poems. It was, most of them some of them had 2 or 3 stanzas. I'm
Okay.
not kidding you.
So like free verse?
Yeah, free verse.
Okay.
And
I was
it
just
was,
wondering if it was like that one time I wrote a book report, but it was all in limericks.
oh yeah, no, it was so, 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 so good what he did. And it was so, and he was the only one that worked the entire time.
Yeah.
Everybody else whined and complained
Yeah.
because they don't know how to write. And so I wrote up on the board,
Well, if they
writing is
don't know how to
simple.
write, if they don't know how to write, then they can try. Like,
That's what I said. And that's what I wrote on the board. Writing is simple. Just please put your thoughts down on paper.
it doesn't matter if the words you write down don't make
Nope.
sense. You can
No,
rearrange.
it doesn't. You have to put them on paper. Put your thoughts on paper because yeah, the
Mhm.
fighting, the constantly not wanting to do work
Mhm.
is what they've always gotten away with. And they're
Yeah.
about to get away with it again because I'm about to quit.
Yeah.
So, I can't take too much more.
Yeah.
So
Wish you could come back in December. Just for good.
I wish I could come back before then, but that's okay. I mean, my 30th anniversary, I might miss it
No.
with Dad. So, you
Yeah.
know, but yeah, I'd love to just pack everything up and just, let them have everything that I have there. Anything I bought, they can just have it. I don't care. They, not any computers or anything, but
Mhm.
yeah, I'm done. I really am done.
Yeah.
So this weekend has just done it for me.
Mm.
I worked so hard
Yeah.
and there's absolutely zero appreciation for what I do.
Yeah.
My guineas are out there. Can you hear them?
No.
They're right here at the window.
Oh, you should let him in.
Oh yeah, right. I want those birds in here. Guinea fowl. Oh
Um,
God, they're running. They're chasing each other. They're so funny.
oh my God.
They're so funny. So so funny. Well,
Well,
I think okay, let's learn some more German. Let's keep
we
going.
probably don't speak too much on the podcast just because it's so everyone, like most people will be able to
Yeah.
understand.
Yeah, I don't mean now. I meant let's in the future. I don't mean right now. I meant in the
Clip it
future,
down,
let's
I
keep
promise.
going. What's that?
I said I'll edit that part out because I was like, we probably want to try and keep it mostly to
Oh
English.
yeah, yeah. No, I meant just for us personally in the future, and let's just keep going because, it's just it definitely is a confidence builder, and and it might can help me get a job there. So, you know, but I think that I think I'm tired of trying to make the world a better place. I think I just need to make me a better person.
Mhm.
So I think I'm done with teaching.
Maybe the podcast will get like really, really big and
Wouldn't
then
that be fantastic?
money off of it. I
Because
just like
I'm done. I really think I'm done with teaching. I think that nobody appreciates anything I'm doing. And I
so
think I've heard this from every teacher I've ever known, and
you're too ahead
uh,
of your time.
way ahead of my time. You know how far ahead of my time I am? I went back to paper, pencil, and books, and guess who just went back to paper, pencil, and books?
Mm.
Finland. So
I
the
know,
best education system in the world is following my lead.
I've never understood how people can take notes on their computer.
They can't. They can't. That's the thing.
I
Kids
can't
aren't learning.
understand it. Like if I'm typing, I'm typing. I can't understand it unless I'm writing it.
Right.
Mm,
And students aren't learning. And so I'm doing a lot, making them do
yeah.
a lot of writing with definitions and things like that. And a lot of times making them work with these words three, four times a week so that they can learn the words and learn to spell and learn what they mean, be
Mm,
able to put them in sentences. And everybody's balking about that. Even the man that owns the place is balking about that. And it's just like, this is the best way to learn. It is
yeah.
the best way to learn. I know this. I know what learning is.
Yeah.
And I know that these little brains have been arrested
Yeah.
by
I
trauma.
feel,
Their little brains have been arrested by drugs.
mm,
Their brains have had so much of, of negative effects on them
yeah.
that they need to go back to the basics. And I
Yeah.
know that, but
Uh-huh.
yet nobody believes me.
Yeah. And so like
And I know I'm right.
yeah, in our German class, we have to do all our homework in our notebooks. Because I
Yeah.
mean, one, so that he can see that we did it, and also
Yeah.
just because like you learn it better, like
How
even
you
if
learn it
you
is
learn it
how you learn.
reading it.
You learn it
It's about
when
muscle.
you write something down, that's engaging with it. When
It's
you're writing
muscle
something down, absolutely, absolutely,
because
absolutely.
guess what? The reason I can do this is because of this.
Exactly. Go now. Go now. And I just, I think that I'm just tired of people telling me to do it different, to do
Yeah,
it easy.
yeah,
These people don't need it easy. They need high standards. They need hard work.
yeah,
They need to set goals and reach goals.
yeah. Maybe you
And
should
so
look for a teaching job in Finland.
again, I'm done with teaching.
Okay.
I'm done.
I know Jackie and I were talking about how like after school like maybe it's time to like think like obviously we want to do like I want to choreograph and Jackie wants to perform like that kind of thing, but we might have to like do other stuff like go back to school like on top of it because it is unless you have a huge social media following, it's like impossible basically to
Yeah.
work in
I'm
that.
seriously thinking about turning in my notice and telling them I'm not coming back after December because I'm done. I'm done with them telling me how to do it.
I
And
know.
just let these kids do what they want to do. That's what they want. They
Yeah.
want the kids to run the roost. Well, let them, because I'm done.
I gotta teach you more about like social media stuff and you gotta help me with the podcast then because we could genuinely people make money off of podcasts.
Okay,
So
yeah, okay. So we'll get, we'll have to, yeah, promote it through all our other social medias. I know that part, but okay. But and when I have some time, I can do that. Because I don't have any time right now.
yeah, I know that. Yeah.
So when I have more time, so
It's like
I
really
think that,
about myself, so
yeah. Um, so I think I'm gonna write my letter of resignation today and turn it in.
I mean, it's up to you. You gotta talk to someone else about it.
I know. He's gonna tell me to wait till 2 weeks before, but I don't want to do that. I want them to be able to find a teacher and I don't want them to be stuck.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm still not that mean. You know what I'm saying? And so I know he doesn't get that because, and honestly, you have to give a 3-month notice in Switzerland. So
Yeah.
why wouldn't I do that? So
Yeah.
November, October, November, December,
Uh-huh.
and the end of September is coming up. So I'm
Mhm.
giving my 3-month notice.
Yeah. You could at least write it out. And yeah, I gotta figure some stuff out too.
Okay, well, let's work together on figuring stuff out. Please help me. I don't, I don't know where to go from here, but we'll just keep learning our German and do better.
Yeah. I honestly, to be fair, I don't
Bessermachen.
I feel
I
like
don't know if that's correct. Bessermachen.
maybe yeah,
Wir
that's
können besser machen. Wir können besser machen. We can do better. I
um
think. I don't know.
yeah. I mean, I feel like most of the things like I don't know how to do much other than like social media and like dance. Like that's
Yeah,
it. That's all I know how
yeah.
to do.
Well, you keep working out, keep choreographing.
I was
I mean,
thinking
have you?
about what I was thinking about is recording my fitness for TikTok, like my workout routine for
Yeah.
TikTok. And I was telling Jackie, I was like, I don't want people like right away to roast me on my workout routine.
You know what? You got to be able to build your confidence so that
That's
that doesn't
it's
matter.
that it's just it's easier to handle that when there's a lot more
Right.
people like seeing it. So like if I'm doing it and then immediately people are like
See, I've
roasting.
never read any comments. Are my comments bad on TikTok?
Oh, I don't know. I don't
I
go
don't,
on.
I don't, I don't know. I don't even know how to find them. So maybe nobody's ever commented on anything I've said.
Well, that's true. People don't typically comment unless you're like really famous.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Cause they're trying to get their attention.
mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. Well,
That's how I was thinking about
I'm
it.
not trying to get anyone's attention.
Because I was
I
like, I
just,
mean, if I start getting into running for real, I could genuinely start doing like fitness on TikTok. I don't know.
yeah.
Not that
Yeah.
because I'm not like crazy good at fitness. Like I don't, there's a lot of people that know like a lot about like gym stuff, and I really don't. Like I
Yeah.
don't. So
It's okay. But, there have been a lot of, people that are, getting in better shape just dancing around the house while they're doing their chores.
yeah,
So you could do kind of 10, 15-minute dance routines. That's a fitness,
I
you know,
probably could. I could. I mean, I like to
because,
choreograph.
yeah,
So,
you build some workout kind of stuff into your dance. I mean,
yeah.
I lost a lot of weight dancing.
And it's like Zumba. So I
Yeah.
mean,
So,
but I mean, I could also just I need to get some dance stuff on there, and it maybe Dad and I will play a little more football, and like I can record that. And
yeah.
I have a lot of ideas, I just don't get it done.
Well, then start jotting them down at least.
Yeah,
Don't leave them in your head because they will get lost.
yeah,
So jot those things down
yeah.
and keep learning
Mhm.
your German. I'm going to keep learning mine.
Mhm.
Okay, so we hope you enjoyed the conversation.
We'll be back next week with a new bottle of wine and a new topic. In the meantime, if you want to join the conversation, follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Wine Together Pod.